The purpose of this tutorial is to go over how to do it yourself. And what I mean by do it yourself is sometimes you just need to rewrite the articles yourself to meet the needs of your students. Before I begin this process, I will need to have already found an article, a good meaty article, bearing in mind that shorter text is better. I also need to have identified the levels that I need to write to. What are the reading level needs of my students? I'm going to be using Word to do this rewrite, and I'm going to be checking the reading level in Word using the Flesch Kincaid grade level. In a separate tutorial, I'll discuss how to check the reading level in Lexile. So without further ado, I'll begin. All of the steps I'm going to follow are right here on this sheet that is part of the presentation. The first thing I'm going to do is go to Word. In Word, I want to make sure that my preferences are set correctly. To change the preferences, click on the word Word in the upper left-hand corner and then Preferences. And I am going to be making sure that my spelling and grammar preferences are set correctly. I want to, underneath Grammar, make sure that the box that says Show Readability Statistics is checked. So I check that box, I click OK, and I'm ready to go. So here is my reading, my text that's about string theory, a nice easy subject, not so much. And I'm going to highlight the text that I want to evaluate for its reading level. All I need to do is go to Tools and click on Spelling and Grammar, and Word will check the spelling and grammar, and if there aren't any errors, it'll ask you if you want to check anything else. At that point, it gives me the readability statistics. Under readability, it says the Flesch Kincaid grade level is 12.0. That means that this article is written at about a 12th grade level. So there I know my starting point. At that point, I'm going to begin the process of rewriting. I'm going to attack vocabulary first, so I'm going to read through the article, and I'm going to notice any vocabulary that I think will be particularly tricky for my readers, and I'm going to try to change those words. For example, I might find the word vibration might be tricky, so I'm going to try to use the thesaurus or other sources within Word to identify synonyms or easier words for students to understand. So that is going to be my first approach. My second approach is going to be to shorten any long sentences. So I'll look for long sentences. This one, for example, is just ripe for difficulty. So I would take this sentence and I would chunk it up into smaller sentences to make it easier to read. After I've made enough changes, I'm going to assess the Flesch Kincaid reading level as I go, making sure that I've lowered it significantly. All right, so that's basically what you're going to do to create your article in different reading levels.